Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to FACEIT TV. I'm DDK.
I'm James. Hello.
Who are you?
I'm James.
Hello.
Nice to meet you all. My name's James.
You're wearing a green shirt. It's got a Razer logo on it.
No, it's a black shirt with a green logo.
Okay.
The shirt is black, not green.
Well, I stand corrected. Well, I stay stat corrected, I suppose. Guys, we have map number 2. It's going to be
Overpass.
Overpass. HellRaisers, they have won map 1. They've done the impossible, James. They have redeemed themselves for some of the earlier transgressions. They played a great Dust 2, managed to defeat the Mousesports Lineup, who actually started things off, and I was like scared. I was like, oh my god, James, we're going to see 16-0.
They had a good start.
They had a really good start. And they had loads of aggression as well. They had a completely different style to LGB. LGB are very, very passive, and then essentially this seemed to work quite well against HellRaisers, but the hyper-aggression of the CT side of Mousesports provided really strong results for them. They got ahead of all the plays. They kept creating loads of weird situations. They did really well. But as soon as they went to the T side, they couldn't do anything. When HellRaisers did it back to them, they lost even harder to it, which is interesting. I suppose this is the knife round.
There's a giraffe. I just noticed there's a giraffe in the birthday party area.
Is that really?
Yeah. Can we look at the giraffe, please? It's on the floor. There we go. Look, it's a giraffe. How cute is that?
Oh, that's a super cute
What's
giraffe.
the other one on the left?
That is so cute. It's an elephant.
Oh, no, it's the elephant. I like the giraffe. I like the giraffe.
I like the elephant and the giraffe.
No,
together.
giraffe. Okay, well, I can accept that, I guess. These poor people have
Why are they shaking
They've
around?
littered the park. Why have they left all this rubbish on the park, Dan? I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were probably part of it as well.
Box?
Romeo's Pizzeria, authentic new what?
Something.
I want to say Jersey, but I don't think it's New Jersey.
Why is everything shaking around? It's like a nice box.
There's big pop-up
some
pumps
beers,
on the way.
Some beers. There's a club here as well. And there's graffiti everywhere. It's not where I would never take my children here if I had children.
No.
Which I don't. That I know about. So we have Mousesports looking for an impressive pistol around here. They have quite an interesting control of connector and the B site and the sewers area.
This is what I do, Dan. This is what I do on a T pistol. Rush along, rush along,
yeah,
rush along.
They've given up the A side of the map. This is an interesting approach.
They've definitely picked this tactic up from James. Yes. I don't know how, but we have a connection. LEGIJA with the USPS taking off the silencer. I don't know why. I think people just like the sound of it. Who knows? But
it's nostalgia.
whatever makes you comfortable. Anyway, LEGIJA going to get the first kill. God B finding the second. Good start so far for the CT side. We're going to get one. Ooh, he got popped. Only Angel remains. Pop.
Pew.
Like a purple grape, Dan.
It's more of a pew. Pew pew.
Oh, no, but he popped his head.
Okay.
The head went pop.
Okay.
Not the gun.
Great. Thanks.
Pew to pop.
Okay, so HellRaisers losing the pistol round. We are going to see Tech 9 armor again. Mousesports getting the SMGs and the FAMASs on the go, all the nades, and so on.
And so forth.
So what you'd be worried about is some kind of just essentially a rush into B. That's the most worrying thing immediately. Then as the round progresses, you start being worried about how far up towards the toilets area they are. So these are the two things you worry about the most. And you can try to circumvent these things by controlling the map and getting the information, like taking down connector and stuff like this. But you kind of want to avoid connector in a round like this due to the fact that the pistols are very dangerous close range. Next is going to smoke them off, force them to run through the smoke. He's spraying them down with the UMP, as Mo comes in and actually gets the trade on him straight away, and they will claim the weapons.
Alright, so they are in advanced positions, but so are the CTs. There is a flank from chrisJ behind the birthday party area. He wants that giraffe for himself, and he's coming for it with the MP9. Meanwhile, the HellRaisers players are going to rotate towards lower. God B's going to try and mount an offense in this area. Offense is sometimes the best form of defense, and he is going to demonstrate this to us. Mo shutting down Denis coming from the connector area, so that's a flank taken care of. 2 more to find for HellRaisers.
And we're going to have the MP9 of chrisJ as the last stand in this round. Look for that frag. I think that was a team flash there. Oh my god, chrisJ might win this round due to a team flash. He doesn't have a kit. He could smoke off and go for the fake defuse, just get the frags. And that's going to be worth quite a lot in of itself. Goes for the second player, spots the jump, and he is forfeit. His life is forfeit. Going to pick up the FAMAS and get the hell out of there. So he got a lot of extra cash from that, but this is quite a weird situation. He's going to be able to, they can actually force up. He can drop the FAMAS, buy a rifle of his own. Or he could have even actually bought some... No, why would you buy MP9s? You wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't drop MP9s. But we will have one on next. So they're going to go for the buy right back. They want to take this straight away to HellRaisers. They don't want to let them build any economy at all. And HellRaisers are taking it straight to the B-bomb site.
Okay, here comes a pop flash from LEGIJA to try and slow down the HellRaisers advance. And it's going to be HellRaisers finding the frags here, as godb will go down in the barrel position as well. It's absolute mayhem once again. These guys love a bit of bedlam, but it's Mousesports the ones losing all the guns here. Just down to chrisJ to do as much damage as he can versus these AKs. Will be faced from multiple angles, and he will fall as well. HellRaisers getting on the board, breaking Mousesports. And again, considering how many lopsided CT sides you see, the fact that they've broken Mousesports already bodes very well for HellRaisers indeed, at least in the short term.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's super good to do. Get these rounds really fast straight away. And the fact that Mousesports were able to take the pistol, just resetting them so quickly, actually puts you in a better spot than winning the pistol. So it's, of course, something you can never play for because it's so risky, but that's how it turned out. And that's what HellRaisers will exploit. Moving quickly towards upper parkway, we do have chrisJ with the jump. Is he going to spray them both down? My god. Gets both kills. That is ridiculous. And now we have 3 guys dead for HellRaisers, and this has happened so many times today. I cannot count. I don't know if it's just because I've watched a lot of Counter-Strike, and that's how Counter-Strike is these days, or what's going on right now, James. But
variance, Dan, variance.
It's crazy.
The only consistent thing is variance.
Yeah, that's true. Variance is a good way to describe it. So AdreN is going to go down as well, and they killed all of the HellRaisers players, and they survived with 4 of their own. They picked up 2 AKs for their troubles.
These two teams make for an entertaining matchup, as
HellRaisers kind of have to buy here, I think.
They are hell-bent on killing each other at all costs.
So I mean, they have to go for the buy because they have to keep the damage onto Mousesports. They have to keep them away from strong money. As soon as the economic controls with the CTs, that's when you start to have issues. So luckily, though, I mean, they were able to have this situation and have a decent buy. I mean, they got 4 AKs and armor, and some nades. So that's pretty good, actually, in a situation like this.
Okay, bomb has been left in a relatively safe place, although Mo will collect. And
boost Arena. Oh dear. chrisJ lurking around every dark corner, James. He's hiding in all the corners.
Dark places. Look at this flank from godb. Again, I am loving this from Mousesports. Just so aggressive. And these flanks are going to get him a lot of kills here. And this should be another round in favor of Mousesports. Only Angel remaining on this force. Should pick himself up an AK. Indeed he will. Doesn't require reloading either. He's got 40 seconds to find 3 people. He can just bide his time for now. And again, with that flank that came in from godb, he has no idea where anyone is. He has no idea what's safe, what's unsafe at all.
All Angel knows is that he must kill CTs. But the issue is time. He has not the time. He will find 1 frag onto Denis. Does he actually have enough? Can he actually go for this? He might. Can he pull this off, James? He's actually going to go for the kill here. He knows there's a player lurking around, but they are playing the time, and he is going to go down. But if he can get the bomb planted...
He's not in the zone.
Oh, man. If he could have found a way to get the bomb down, they would have been able to buy again, I think. Especially considering they killed 3 players. Yeah, I think that they may have gone for the buy had they got the bomb down there. They would have had 3k, so they would have been able to do armor Galil on most of them. Some Tech 9 armors, maybe some grenades. But they finally go for the save. And it's Mousesports that rise. The dust has settled, all the smoke and the shenanigans are long over. And Mousesports are the ones positioned well to take control of the map.
But for how long?
It's really impossible to say with how things are going so far, James. Usually you'd say, okay, well, they should get this pretty clean, and then the economy starts to build, the orbs come out. But Dosia just opens up the proceedings with a frag. We get a trade, but Next down to 6 HP, actually. He's going to have to fall back. You can see Gobby's got a great range to play with here by Monster.
Yeah, gets a kill and quickly changes his position to one where there is less of an angle for him to be engaged. Wants to make things as favourable as possible. The HellRaisers dancing around the smoke to close the distance here. Dosia is trying to go for the plant, but he's going to find a frag. Finds the frag, going to plant behind the sandbags now instead. And we're going to have the 2 Mousesports players versus the 3 HellRaisers players together up top versus 2. Pop flash going to come in. And chrisJ going to completely miss the angle. And it's another traded round.
What is happening?
In favour of HellRaisers, 3-3.
Oh my god.
Pistols was all that were required to start that round for HellRaisers.
They didn't invest anything in that round either. They invested almost nothing, just a few PT50s. That's insane. That is actually insane. How is this happening? We just finished making the point that that's very unlikely, but it happened anyway.
I find it interesting that like LEGIJA had such a forward position on B short there, where he just about didn't get one tapped by the P250, and then decided to move back afterwards. Flash coming in. That's going to be another Mousesports player dead. chrisJ very far up on his own, no support, and now there is no vision. He'll have his def cam, and that's about it. No movement yet from Mousesports. It's going to leave long where it is, and now we're going to see a rotation away from the B bomb site. But HellRaisers being HellRaisers, still quite spread out with all their options available to them. Next, going to get taken out as well. And we're going to have Denis found out of position, eliminated by kUcheR. So only 2 Mousesports players remaining as Gobby gets wrecked by Mao.
Yeah, this is much better from HellRaisers. Much more consistent, safe approach. Just rooting out all the offenders from their corners, their nooks and crannies that they were residing in. And now it's going to be a situation where HellRaisers build some bank from this. So they look to be, after the dust settles, the ones that stand tall and in charge of the match. And you would expect again, I hesitate to ever make this point now, but you would expect them to get a clean round now and ever cement their position ahead in this one. Now, Mousesports, a lot of their strength is going to arrive when they get the AWPs in play, because we all know how dangerous and how impactful chrisJ can be with an AWP. The guy is a legendary AWPer online, at least. He's very, 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 very good. Not to call him an onliner, but he is very, very, very good.
Online. Oh, unlucky for him. He is not going to get the tag he needed in that situation. LEGIJA coming in for yet more aggression, and this time it's going to pay off. One frag. Oh, he's going to get a second. Is Gobby keep his teammate LEGIJA in the game as well. So 3 versus 3 now. 2 rifles in the hands of Mousesports. 1 round deficit, and they're looking to bring things back straight away. They want more trades. They want all the trades going on.
There's no way this happens again. This is absolutely nuts right now. These back and forth rounds. This is going to be so hard for Gobby and LEGIJA to get over that dumpster area by the stairs. Can they make it forward? No. Mo will get the frag onto LEGIJA.
High frequency trading, Dan.
This is crazy. We had 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 until finally now HellRaisers has strung 2 together, I think. So it's
3 for 3 now.
3. Oh yeah, there we go. So they managed to actually make this work.
You have to say though, 5 rounds on the T side, pretty bad for Mousesports.
Yeah, it definitely bodes very poorly for them. Especially considering that now chrisJ is on the scouts. You'd expect him to be on upper park or that kind of area. Potentially is quite strong for that. But if HellRaisers play strong on the trade game here, you would not see them do poorly in this. But Angel's actually the one picking up the AWP, which is really, really interesting. He's the entry fragger of the team, and sometimes he picks up the AWP. I don't know necessarily the reason always for that choice. He's pretty good with it, but he's kind of like Mihail, I would say, like very, very crazy AWPer as far as a high frequency of shots and lots of flicks, lots of aggression. But he's fearless.
That angle I find for snipers, or I have found recently, is not very fruitful for them. It's quite difficult to get someone between the wall and the rock there. And many pot shots are required. That said, both players on long for HellRaisers are quite tagged. And we'll have to see what they can do with it. They're bringing a 3rd person with them. That is going to be the bomb carrier with AdreN just watching their backs at the moment in the connector spot. Or looking for any rotations from the CTs. Presumably he'll have the sound cue from the door below him. Should any CTs come in that direction. And again, Mousesports are a very aggressive team. So it's worth keeping an eye out.
Yes, they are going to make their way in now, and Nex is there behind Optimus, looking for the shots, gets the first one, second one follows onto kUcheR. Now it's just 2 players left here for HellRaisers as they make their way in. AdreN has a good angle there Oh, that's a great molly into bank. Not even going to need it. AK comes into play, but the jump scout from chrisJ. He finds a way to make that work.
Trading places.
5-4. HellRaisers can afford to buy up again and ruin the economy of Mousesports, or at least try to do so, as it is not super healthy. It's actually not super bad because they actually survive with a few players there, but it would be pretty impactful if HellRaisers were to win this one on their momentum. Again, though, this match is a propensity for craziness, and look at the wallbang there.
Ooh.
You don't often see that one, but it's quite a fancy one, that's for sure.
And what do we say about that? We'll just let that be what it is. LEGIJA tagged to 1 HP. He has a single digit of life. The magic pixel is what he has. But can it be taken away? Is what we want to know.
So minutes left in the round, and they have yet to find anything. But there you go, as I say that, we get a headshot through the wooden panel. And that will allow HellRaisers to start deciding, okay, we can actually go for a bomb site now. We've got the pick. We have the advantage on the numbers. Their rotation will be weaker, assuming they have 2 players there. Oh, that was a fine shot there by Mo, taking down chrisJ, and now Mousesports responding with that rotation. However, HellRaisers are yet to actually move up into A, so they can still go to B, and they've got Angel, who's waiting by short, looking for someone to actually cut through Suis to connector, but he's also holding the opportunity for that switch, that rotate, for the bomb down on B.
Yeah, and he spotted a player as well. And HellRaisers are running into the stack. They've lost 1 player, but traded 2 back. And there we go. Gobby, last man standing, and the bomb is already in position to go towards A. So this is a good rotation. kUcheR trying to finish things off here, and he will find the tap eventually, pressing the right button on the piano, and Gobby will be finished off.
Indeed he will, and there you go, they get money screwed. So
trades.
It's not horrendous, but they're in a position where they have to buy next round, and a couple of the players, or actually 3 of them, will have $1,900 extra.
Apparently,
so not a lot.
Apparently Spiddy is on holiday, and LEGIJA is replacing him, according to the internet.
Oh, we have a party aggression coming from Mousesports, though, with the pistols and PT-50s. We know how dangerous PT-50s are in this matchup. Now we're going to have them moving close, but it's a good reception so far from Mo. He is going to welcome them with the resounding boom of the AWP, as we have HellRaisers looking for that push now onto the A bomb site. They've cleaned out the majority of the players, and it will be everyone dead now as they try to get the flank going.
No one likes aggression at the party, Dan.
They're having none of that.
Everybody wants to have fun. Everybody needs to calm down. 7 rounds and a 3-round lead on the T side of Overpass. HellRaisers are looking good in the hood.
Absolutely. No armor on the AWP for LEGIJA. And next on a scout and a kit. Only kit on the team. Only 3 players with armor on their buy. Denis went for an M4, but no armor. He's got no armor, James.
He's armorless. He is without armor.
And there is a push down Park. chrisJ picks up the kill here, and it's going to be pretty nice for Angel to actually pick off the AWP towards B. However, they're still moving into these players on A. They're just taking the picks all over the map, and HellRaisers is looking very strong. Next gets a nice shot onto the head of kUcheR. However, the round should be lost here as the bomb is about to be planted on B. And this was that really terrible spot where they had to buy, but the best they could really have done was armor, FAMAS, like armor, no helmets, FAMAS, and a couple of nades. That was the best that they could really do, but they couldn't afford not to buy with that kind of money. It's just one of those horrendous spots which is really marginal. You can actually say, let's save, but then what you do is you say basically, okay, well, you're going to get free money this round for your opponents. And that's a scary situation. But HellRaisers, 8-4 now.
8-4 indeed. HellRaisers are not having a good CT half at the moment. Again, the money has been ruined. They've never really got it off the ground here. Helicopter's been scraping the floor continuously and continues to do so. Mo continuing with the AWP. And with so many games in the bag for HellRaisers, I can imagine that the AWP and aim is only going to get stronger. To a point, anyway. You are talking 11 maps here, potentially.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. HellRaisers looking much, much better now. And it is very taxing to play so much, but you can see that they put a lot of hours into the game. They're very, very comfortable with playing long hours, especially from their home setups. And it's going to be HellRaisers now looking for a nice cleanup it seems to be that the shenanigans with the pistols has come to an end.
Oh, he jumped into it. He jumped into it, Dan, and he was launched. He was launched at the birds.
Okay, we got HellRaisers now. Loads of money. They're not going to want for anything in the last 2 rounds. They will not want for anything. They should all be buying like all the pistols, everything. So much money. But chrisJ is on an AWP with Kevlar. I think this is the first time I've seen AWP and armor on one of these players for the CT side for Mousesports. Okay. This seems like the best buy that they've had, I think. This is actually at least one of them. And lots of nades to play with. We have an advanced position on a couple players here for Mousesports around the connector and the toilets area. It's very risky to play so far forward if the Ts are good on those picks. And we're going to see the picking, the exchanges happening towards toilets. It will be HellRaisers rising 4th from that as they go up a man.
chrisJ with a nice tag onto Angel, and I think that flash he threw allowed Next to come out of connector and get a kill. He did eventually get traded, however, so the push coming in from HellRaisers, and it's nice how the style of Mousesports has forced HellRaisers to move a lot faster than we normally see. It's making for a fast-paced game overall, and in their favour it seems, at least against this particular opponent. So the Shadow again going to reveal kUcheR's position before his body even comes out. Easy frag for godB. The second one comes through as well. AdreN, oh, he's turning away just at the wrong time there. Going to get a spray down onto LEGIJA. 2 versus 1 now. He's got a lot of his life left, but 32 seconds to try and close this out with. And we've got Chris. He's just holding a line at the moment, and godB is the bait, but is AdreN going to realize what is going on here? He's running out of time to do something about it, and he needs to act fast. You can see godB moving back to Optimus there, and he goes for the peak when he had the crossfire, and he's going to lose.
Yeah, that is not good basics right now for the CS, and that's going to give AdreN the plant. And he can win this one-on-one against chrisJ as well. And that is not acceptable here for Mousesports, who are already down so many rounds on the CT side of Overpass, as AdreN seeks cover, seeks refuge behind Optimus Prime.
Chris has no kit, and I don't think he saw AdreN cross, so he's kind of guessing as to where he might be. He could have even backed off into bank as well. So many places for chrisJ to kind of discover, and AdreN, is he going to go for a knife here?
I love that from AdreN. So patient. Even can pick up the AWP. That is brutal. And that's all because of the peak there. That peak, instead of allowing him to... Because he's forced to plant with that limited amount of time.
I can only guess that they thought maybe he had time to run back into underpass, but surely Chris would have heard him from that position. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they had the crossfire set up where Chris fires the shot and then he peeks, but he peeks first from a different position and he falls.
That is 10-4.
And the position he moved to, I think, was worse than the original one he had.
Yeah, it's 10-4 here. We're going to have already fast push here coming in from both sides. chrisJ gets the UMP kill again. He's been showing some prowess with the UMP. The UMP is a decent weapon in these times. We've got double up here on the T side. Mo and Angel.
Again, LEGIJA going for fastest flank EU. We'll see if anybody spots him in time. As, tags through the trees. Groot holding on to Denis's life for the time being. But here comes the flank from Denis, from LEGIJA, and he's only going to get one of those 2 players. So the double AWPs, one will be lost as Angel picks up the AK, which makes absolute sense here. 2 versus 1. godB, you can see him in the toilets area. And HellRaisers is still in a passive position. Some nades coming out, so godB should have an idea of where they are. But they are going for a walk on a early Sunday evening towards the clubs and smelly sewers filled with urine. Possibly some syringes there.
Oh dear. Well, godB has actually discovered this, and he's going to be moving in, so they'll have an opportunity here. It's very important that they play the trades well, but they might not expect him to be so close. He's going to be sneaky. This is perfectly done by godB. Gets the kill. 15 seconds left to plant the bomb, and the bomb will be picked up by Angel. He's going to get a safe plant here, so it's guaranteed, and he can try to get out of there, just hopping out into the water. godB should read this, that he's now not in that corner, and indeed, he knows exactly where he is. It's all about the battle of the peaks. As godB goes around looking for the shot. There it is, and he finds the kill. Will get the defuse for his team despite having no kit. And Mousesports will claim a 5th round. But this half was all about HellRaisers, and they look so much better than in that best of 5 against LGB.
It's interesting how in some countries kebab is called kebab.
It is
the
really,
name
yeah.
of God Bees.
It really, I was really surprised from that.
I think in Vienna, where they speak German in Austria, it's called kebab.
Because I thought that it was like it was kind of like a weird way, kind of like a trolley way to say it for a long time. You know.
But they actually call it kebab.
But no, yeah, in some places they actually call it kebab. Yes, I mean, I figured it out when I went to those places. When I went to those places, I figured it out. I think that they do the same in Italy as well, actually.
Kebab?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Kebab. So 10-5, heavily favoured for HellRaisers here. However, there is a pistol to be won, and if they manage to do that, then they should run away with it. However, if Mousesports can bring it back on the pistol, then who knows? Maybe with their sheer aggression, they can get a real match on the go.
It's really hard to call it with these two teams, like especially some of the rounds that we've seen have just been ridiculous. Like the amount of pistols that we have seen just destroying gun rounds is very, very high.
Yes.
And I don't know whether that's
too damn high.
Whether it's because of the matchup or what is going on with that. But yeah, do we have an issue with the?
No.
No.
Issue with what?
Because it says 10-4 at the top, but it's 10-5, so maybe the bot is behind or something. I'm not sure. But
I'm sure it's probably a GoToV bug introduced in the last update.
I'm sure it is.
Along with the lack of sound.
You now have no sound.
Which is a basic factor of the game. Requires a little bit of sound.
So we have a couple minutes, guys.
So top 2 fraggers for Mousesports are both on an even kill between kills and deaths, 12 for 12. Whereas we have mostly positive scores on the HellRaisers side.
Oh, look, AdreN is elite. I just noticed that. Congrats to AdreN, who is elite.
Okay. There is that, Dan.
Even his points are 37. That's amazing. I'm impressed. But he's messed it up with the MVPs, actually. He needed 13 MVPs, James. But he failed. Okay.
Well, they only won 10 rounds, Dan, so...
Indeed. Okay, so apparently HellRaisers are ready, James.
It appears, Dan, that HellRaisers are indeed ready to start the second half. However, the Germans may be holding things up. Although, in fairness, they probably have a discussion to be had.
I have a question for you. When are we doing Southeast Asia?
Friday and Saturday, Dan.
So we're streaming Southeast Asia on Friday and Saturday.
It appears so.
Correct. All right.
You're looking forward to
Europe, North America, Oceania, Southeast Asia. James, slowly but surely, we're taking over the world.
We're taking over our sleep schedule, Dan. That's what we're
The
doing.
world is taking over our sleep schedule.
We're taking over any human part of our life. But it's good. I can't wait to... excuse me, I ripped my headset off my head. And now it's back. Anyway, there's a time to talk about that, and it's not now because Mousesports are against the wall. Their backs are to the wall here, and they will soon have guns pointed to their faces. But can they draw faster? That is a question. Angel says no. Dosia says no, and says no again. Godby and LEGIJA to try and save this for their team. Their bomb is in the pits. It's covered in wee. This is not very nice, and nobody wants to pick it up. LEGIJA versus 5, and he will find no frags. Mousesports in a difficult situation here.
I don't think it's we, James. Come on.
There's got to be urine in there somewhere, Dan. If not, I will contribute myself.
All right then. I will not argue with a man on a mission, on a quest.
It's something I must do. I never asked for this.
Moving on. We have all the SMGs here for HellRaisers. Even the Bison. Mo has pulled out the Bison for his team. For Team Bison. There is a Bison on Mo. And we have all the players almost for Mousesports towards the party and parkway area. And Mo is slowly clambering around. He will find his opponents with that Bison, but is yet to claim a victim. There is victim number 1. How many more lives will be destroyed by Bisons?
Look at the range on that Bison. He knows something we don't, Dan.
So many lives ruined by the Bison. Let's try this again. Take 2. LEGIJA with the P250. No.
Oh, that knife was just teasing hairs on his back. Just teasing hairs, Dan. Teasing hairs.
He gave him a bit of a back.
A back what, shave?
Back shave, yeah. I guess.
Okay.
12-5. And HellRaisers proceed to be making the bank with the SMGs. They still have 2, 3 alive. kUcheR's got the Bison now. Everyone wants to go on the Bison.
Bison is on rotation. Oh, look at that spray down. That is glorious. All the SMGs coming out here. And
Oh my god.
that just tells the story in itself.
Oh my god. This looks quite dominant at this point, but chrisJ's picked up the AWP. I would suspect that he's going to go for pick or monster. That'd be my prediction. However, there's been a lot of regression from HellRaisers on upper parkway, so maybe he's going to go for that as well. Looks like he's going to go for the upper park pick. Let's have a look and see how that goes, because HellRaisers are pushing 3 players down upper park. If they get close to chrisJ, he is toast, but he is going to stay far away by the swings and the slides.
Swings, but no roundabout, Stan.
All the snakes and no ladders here for chrisJ as he looks for that pick. He's got such a feeling that the aggression's got to be there, and he gets the shot onto Dosia. Where's the second one? He spots the head, and I don't know that AdreN could see him.
I don't think he saw the head.
I think AdreN was behind the...
He was behind the logs, but it was a reasonable shot to take. And it paid off.
Yeah.
Paid off in spades.
That looked pretty awesome. And Mousesports are taking a significant control here, but the bomb is actually under control, kind of HellRaisers. kUcheR standing next to the bomber. Can he take it down? No. No.
Mousesports have suddenly come alive and absolutely wrecked HellRaisers. But HellRaisers have another full buy in the bag, another test for Mousesports, another line for them to cross, another door for them to open, Dan.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, they buy Tech 9s, and all was well. But now they have AKs. And Ops, chrisJ on the AWP. They're going to go for a fast push towards B. Do they have actually any executes? chrisJ said, I know you like trees, AdreN. I guess trying to explain that shot. Shooting through the tree there.
We don't know if there's executes, but they do have executioners. Denis taking down Dosia here, and they are going to get onto this site fast. Can the rotation come in timely fashion here? chrisJ is lurking with that AWP, and they're going to have to look out for him, because he could ruin them just by himself. HellRaisers spread out all over the map. Mo going to take down God B.
That angle was beautiful from Mo. Absolutely stunning. Stellar. Spectacular.
Fantabulous.
No, alliteration. God damn it, James.
Fantabulous.
That doesn't understand the finer things in life. But chrisJ will plant that bomb and show his destructive intent here. He's got the positioning as well. Nice pop flash there into short from Nex, but he's going to spot the player but not find the frag.
Boom.
There will find a frag towards jungle. Going to be an easy cleanup for Nex, who actually does an amazing job there with those 2 kills. And chrisJ got 2 of his own as well, so they managed to make it happen on the entry into the B1 site. Will we see more on the B from them?
We appear to have a game on our hands. HellRaisers have been broken. And Mousesports looking to dish out even more pain. 2 in connector for HellRaisers, 2 towards the bogs, as we call them in the UK, also known as the toilets. And I believe a solo Dosia towards the B bomb site. HellRaisers waiting. Just waiting.
The explanation behind bog is because it's a word for swamp-like kind of environment. A bog.
Wow.
Just to explain that.
The bogs.
Yeah. So it's synonymous with that, which is quite horrible if you actually think about it.
That is very like many public toilets in the UK. They're definitely bogs.
To be fair, yeah, that is true.
They're in bog-like status.
Bog-like. Very true. Alright, so we're going to have the push slowly but surely. They're playing the anti-eco, standard anti-eco here. They've done some clearing to make sure there's no immediate flank or sneaky business. And they are now just, as a unit, as a team, as a bunch of sweaty gamers playing some games, moving together to take control of that A-bomb site. Now we have nobody from HellRaisers nearby just yet, and no one even pushing up towards the toilet area, so they don't spot anything. We're going to finally have one player emerge, but LEGIJA will be putting him straight down again, and the next one will be thrown down the stairs by the Tech 9 of LEGIJA. Is there a CT walking past? Oh my god, he saw him. What?
Yes!
What was that? Brilliant there, AdreN getting the swipe.
That is a $1,500 left click right there. Let's go. But Mousesports looking to close the gap on HellRaisers. 6-round deficit at the moment. Only pistols being offered by the remaining HR players.
That was so funny that he just did a left click as well. Like he just did a swipe.
Just the one.
Instead of a stab.
Just a tip.
Just a slash. What did you say? What did you say?
Mousesports get another round on the board, bringing the deficit to 5. So things looking good for them. Let's see if they can continue with their momentum there.
This is the moment for momentum to be created. As we have a strong buy from HellRaisers. How are they going to play this? We got Mo on the AWP. They got a nice presence, standard presence, the expected presence over towards toilets, and the forward positions are good here from HellRaisers. They don't have connector control. They don't have Suez though, so they have no idea what's going on unless they go for the jump spots. But they don't really have the players to do that towards B. So Mousesports have a good amount of real estate here. However, they should want to branch this out into the A side of the map. Otherwise, HellRaisers will start getting suspicious and preemptively rotate an extra player towards B. But if they don't do it soon enough, I think they saw the tracer bullets through the wood there, enabling the wallbang onto Angel. We get a pick here from godB, just going up towards toilets. And yeah, HellRaisers did preemptively rotate somebody here. We got Mo, who's got an angle. He used this to great effect previously, and in comes the execute.
Ever so slowly, ever so surely, all these players looking for the next engagement. Dosia holding things down with Mo covering his back. Just down to LEGIJA and godB now. Just down to godB, 10 HP. 10 HP godB. And he could get the flank on his opponents here. There are 30 seconds for him to do it. You have to think about how many of these seconds before HellRaisers, before one of them turns around. And I think kUcheR has already come to that thinking. And there it is, knock straight on the dome of godB. HellRaisers move within 2 rounds of taking this 2-0.
But Mousesports loads of cash. Double AWP. HellRaisers. Double AWP. Angel's going to be moving down. He's got a good spawn actually for the timing. Pick.
Double trouble.
The swings area. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, he's going to go for the connect to peak. Here it is, swinging on through. No one there. He's got the support for trades as well. However, Mousesports with a much slower approach. They have shown a propensity to do this early into the rounds. Just take it easy and slow, nice and easy does it. Oh, the tap onto kUcheR. His support for the AWPer is gone. Angel needs to try to get the frag. Oh my god, I think he got the tag. Yeah, he did. He got the tag there through the top step. Now they're challenging him, looking for that kill. He's got to get the hell out of there. Where does he go? He knows he doesn't have time to go through the door. So he's trying to go through to the T side, and they're going to take him down. Angel will fall, but not without fragging a player first. And that makes it a 3-on-4 in favor of Mousesports as they look to take control of this one. But AdreN looking to equalize here, looking for blood. godB. Can he find it on the angle? He will pull out a nade at the wrong timing. And the frag will go to AdreN, and he will fall back sensibly slow, leaving it a 3-against-3. What else are we going to have here from Mousesports? I think they've realized enough is enough. Let's bring this back together, boys. Let's go for that A push.
chrisJ starting to move fast and long, but AdreN is going to be waiting for him, and he is going to opt for the flank as well, as is Dosia, however, meaning that it's only Mo on the A side by himself, although he may just well be enough. Taking down Denis. Just the LEGIJA last, he'll get shot in the back. Veritable execution there by HellRaisers.
Yeah, I like the fact that they rotated immediately after seeing chrisJ, because chrisJ being on long at that time of the round with 30 seconds left or so, with 3 players left, it's very, very likely at that point that if you spot that player in that position, that it's going to be towards A. That's super likely, and they rotate everyone away from B as soon as they saw that, which was very timely. Now we have match point here for HellRaisers, and Mousesports, they still have enough money to buy. We're going to get the pick on to LEGIJA already from Dosia, so the advantage here found by HellRaisers. As godB goes forward. Oh dear, Mo might not be expecting this. Throws in the smoke, but yeah, he does not anticipate the close ranges of God B, but HellRaisers is pulling out the kills. We have a great position coming in from kUcheR and AdreN. As AdreN finds the next kill, it's all on Denis now.
Denis all alone with 3 people to find and a bomb to retrieve. 52 seconds to do it, however. And there is one. He can rotate and reset the position, however. He's going to opt to move forward.
Splats. He's dead. Dosia with the winning frag there, and the best of 3 will be won by HellRaisers. They can still yet make it to the FACEIT League. Really well done by them. It was a great performance from Mousesports, but HellRaisers really stepped up considering some of the stuff that happened in their best of 5 against LGB. Definitely they had to be disappointed with that. I feel like they were the team that should have won that best of 5. Definitely not taking anything away from LGB, but they're playing with a couple stand-ins. And of course, HellRaisers, they're a great team. Their just consistency is just very up and down. We all know that their potential is really good, but they've yet to really show the true form, I think.
Let's have a butchers at this bracket now and see what else is going on. On the other side, we are going to have Gplay versus Envy, and I am looking forward to that. Gplay are a very tricky team to play against, one of the trickier teams in the general opinion.
I kind of feel sorry for LGB here. I mean, it's such a close game against Flipside Tactics, but it's so hard to call. I mean, I want to see both of those teams in the league. And I mean, to be fair, LGB did manage to take down HellRaisers previously to try to make it into DreamHack. So LGB on the way up as well. So cool to see that. But yeah, Gplay Envious, that's going to be super cool. Gplay really kind of almost unique style of play, actually. If you compare them to other teams, the ways that they run strategies, very different. Very enjoyable to watch. Very fast rounds, very slow rounds. Very interesting strategies where you can always see, they're trying to do this. It's very clear what they're trying to do. But Envious is Envious. Everyone wants to watch Envious, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts, James? Any final thoughts on what we just witnessed? Okay. All right, guys. Well, we do have North America FACEIT matches coming up in qualifier matches coming up.
4 hours.
Are they in 4 hours?
Well, one's in 3 hours, but that's keyed playing, and we are streaming the one that starts an hour afterwards. So that's 4 hours from now. Okay,
so in 4 hours, guys, you can tune in back again to FACEIT TV, where you'll find none other than me, DDK, and this guy, who's James, casting some more North American FACEIT League qualifiers. But until then, it is all from us for now. Remember to follow the channel, and we shall see you later on.